everybody, it's Jeff Goldstein with Homebase STL Real Estate. You know what we do, we sell houses and we buy houses for people. You won't have the blues if you're working with us, that's for sure. Remember, I'm with Realty Executives of St. Louis. You need an executive if you're going to be buying or selling a home in this area. We're back with another vendor video, and we brought Dave Marks back, and I'm wearing this blues shirt because Dave is a big blues fan.
Let's go Blues.
Hey Dave, what are we going to talk about today?
Well, I'm going to talk about today is some tips that I think will help you as a consumer prepare your car for the upcoming winter season. One of the things that you want to actually do is make sure that your engine is properly tuned and up and running. So if you notice that sometimes it has a hard time starting or it stalls every once in a while, you want to get that fixed prior to the season changing. Another thing that you want to do is make sure all your filters are changed. Get your air cleaner, your air filter cleaned, a cabin air filter, which is for the HVAC system, your PCV or a fuel. And then another thing you want to do is with the washer system, you want to add a washer fluid that's got antifreeze in it or a de-icer. That way the washer fluid that's in there won't freeze. That way when it feels nice and slushy, it'll work when you want it to. And then another thing you want to do is make sure you have your coolant checked. You want to make sure that it has the capacity to do its job, to keep the engine cool and to keep the engine from freezing during the upcoming winter months. And then a bigger thing is you want to make sure your battery is checked. You want to have your battery load tested. And what a load test does is it tests the battery's ability to start the engine at actually specific temperatures. Because the purpose of the battery is to start the car, that's it. So you want to make sure you got a good working battery that has the ability to handle the loads that it takes to start an engine in extreme weathers as it gets colder. And then another thing you want to do is make sure all your exterior lights work. Make sure the brake lights work, make sure the turn signals work, so that way, you know, as we go into daylight savings times and it gets darker more, that other drivers can see you as you're driving down the road. You want to have your brake inspected. You want to make sure that the vehicle can stop properly in bad weather. And then lastly, what you'd want to do is have your tires inspected. You want to look for uneven wear. If you run your hand along the top of the tire and you feel little bumps or mountains, that's probably a sign that your shocks or struts are worn. All that plays a critical role in your safety as you're driving down the road. And last but not least, you want to make sure that you have some kind of emergency kit, like flares, some gloves, maybe even a blanket, a flashlight. You don't know how important these items are until you're in a situation and you're stranded on the side of the road and gee, I wish we had this kind of stuff. So it's important to have that kind of stuff handy at all times. And then I would say also make sure that you have a charger in the car that works to keep your cell phone charged. That way, if you are stranded on the side of the road, you can reach out and ask for help. So those are my tips to help you get through the winter months.
Good idea, Dave. I'm going to ask you a couple questions.
Sure.
Is there a particular brand of antifreeze to use or not to use? Are they basically all the same?
Yes and no. You want to stick with what your vehicle has in it. The old green antifreeze is pretty much extinct. Every manufacturer has its own color of antifreeze, so you want to look in your owner's manual to find out what your vehicle takes. And it's probably not a bad idea to keep a jug of that in. A lot of the local auto parts stores, you can buy that antifreeze for that car that's pre-diluted with water where it's already pre-mixed and you don't have to worry about it. You just pour it in and you're good to go. That's a good idea.
And the last thing I'm going to ask you is about a battery. So when is it time to change battery? Do you keep it for the 8 years it says on the battery?
No. I always replace batteries every 5 years. That's my personal take on that. And my experience has been that's about the average life expectancy of that. So if you're unsure how old your battery is, most battery manufacturers have stickers on them that have a date code on it that'll tell you when it was manufactured, or if they have another sticker on top. I use FEP batteries, and what I'm able to do is identify when I put the battery in, I can tear off these stickers so you know when it was put in. But yeah, approximately every 5 years you want to change it regardless of what it says. That way it doesn't leave you stranded on the road, because we all know they all go out when it's least convenient.
That's right, that's right. Hey Dave, thanks for the great information.
Thanks Jeff, thanks for having me.
Oh, absolutely. Everybody, we're going to be back with Dave again down the road. This is Homebase STL Real Estate. I'm Jeff Goldstein. I'm with Realty Executives of St. Louis, and we'll see you next time, and let's give the Blues
Let's
a
go
lot of
Blues.
support. Thanks, everybody.